Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Titletown, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Whittington. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Snagged on the outside, it's Ferguson. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
And the Ducks are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Back to pass, it's Gabriel. Coming after it. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Running back goes in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you...
Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Oregon 7, Alabama 0.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. down here for the offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Gets it out fast. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4.
Looking to take a shot. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. To throw, it's Gabriel. He caught it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, 47, Alabama, 0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Going for 6. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Number 3.
That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes that Alabama offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely over.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. Quarterback on the move, still looking. A little release to the back.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, it felt incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on third down. It's fourth down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. He rifles one deep to the left. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Looking left. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
What a snag by the defense. He'll try to take it back. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Why not double the try total and go for 2? Barrels ahead. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6.
How about that, guys? That's basically a 15-point swing. Defense gets a pick 6, and then your offense gets the 2-point conversion. Wow.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Gabriel. Snags it over the middle.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well.
Looking deep. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Man, that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. Just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick it off.
And here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must-score.
Trying to beat the D deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
To the air on first down. He'll take another shot here. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Makes the grab. It's Bernard. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Now on the option. Now the pitch. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown tie.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys.
Here we go.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Barges ahead. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the two-point conversion. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is...
And that pass intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Gabriel. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And that ball is picked off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Alabama.
The Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the had shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 30.
Football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
One of the reasons I love this defense is because their DBs get involved, and they come screaming downfield. That's a pretty good athlete playing quarterback on that run, but because of the speed they have in their secondary, boy, they were able to get to him quickly.
And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to.
Looking for a huge play. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Got a man. It's Holden. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Ducks in the hurry-up. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You're going to stop. Better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unleashes to the end zone. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He's at the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve his field position. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. To the air, it's Milroe. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Goes to the option. Now the toss. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Looking for the 2-point try. try to get the edge with a quick touch pass.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score Alabama 28-40.
The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away.
Set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First down to start the drive after the break. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Holden. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
All right, guys. Tight play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Wants to throw. It's Gabriel. He's got an open man. Look out, he's got room. Big, big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time, right? Now it's coming up on third down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the fourth quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
Wide receiver shows motion. They're going to throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's Stewart. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Quarterbacks have got to have composure. And I know this guy's thrown some picks. He hasn't thrown for a ton of yards. But if he can put a great drive together here, and he's got the talent and ability to do that, he can lead his team to victory in this 2-minute situation.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pulls it in. It's James. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them. Going for the big play. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Looking downfield, it's Milroe. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. It didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Nice execution by the offense on 3rd down, understanding what they had to do to get the 1st down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Nice job by this defense. You go down package. Why? Because you know the offense is going to throw the football. Great job matching up. More skilled players on more skilled players. More speed on the field to defend the pass.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this field goal attempt to win the game. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline. That last field goal gave them a 3-point lead. Now to see if they can cover the kickoff and keep them out of field goal range. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Scanning the field, it's Gabriel. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation